So, have I got another question? No.
All right, I've got some questions.
I did have a few. You've kind of covered some of that, but just one other question about your perspective on looking at mental health for Black people. Do you think this is kind of separate from other areas of mental health, or do you think the way Black people experience life contributes to mental health problems?
I think being a Black person, and being conscious in what's going on around you, it equals, that's why it does equal mental health issues, because you're always on the defensive, from a very from a very early age.
And is that because you think that we may not necessarily have the skills, know exactly how to deal with the situation, or are we absorbing too much?
I don't think it's not that we don't have the skills, it's just how society has really sort of put us into this position where we're felt to feel maybe inferior, or it's deep rooted. And it's very, it's something that we are beginning to understand a lot better, because in order to recognize it and understand it, then we can start putting it right. But for me personally, when most of my life, I was always that quiet person in the corner. I didn't feel I can speak up. I didn't feel I can speak my mind. I had to say what people wanted to hear in order to survive or get through life. And that's destroying,
And that is, thank you for your honesty with that, because there is the view that all Black people are the same and we all express ourselves differently, and sometimes all these challenges affect people in so many different ways that one person may find it easier to cope than others, or find different strategies and ways, but for some it causes such immense distress that your mental well-being can start to become affected. Now, the good thing is getting help with mental and emotional issues can actually start to improve. So it's good to know from your experience that you have, sounds like you've recovered, or you are continuing to manage how you deal with things in a really good way, to the point where it's been empowering for you. So I think that's the real benefit of seeking mental health support. If I had a toothache, I'd go to my dentist. If I needed to take my tooth out, there's only so much you can do to try and ease the pain yourself. After a while, you need to get some help. So would you agree that people shouldn't kind of allow themselves to just keep suffering with their issues if they need to go and get some help somewhere?
Absolutely. There's no shame in asking for help. The best leaders in the world recognize that they don't know it all and that they need help. And so and by asking for that help, it can be so liberating. So and yeah, so and it has been for me. And the good thing about what I've been through now is now I can help other people, and that's what I try and do.
Yeah. And would you say that with the liberation of how you've been feeling, and now you've kind of almost come out you've come out the other side, has that improved your life, your health, your relationships, and so on?
Absolutely. It's made me more resilient. I'm a lot more outspoken now.
Yeah.
And I know that even if someone doesn't understand where I'm coming from, I know that I'm speaking the truth, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm confident. And with that, I'm confident. But at the same time, I accept that, you have to meet people where they are. We've
Yeah.
all had our own journeys and have our own perspectives, so I respect that. So yeah, I've gone through it, come out the other side, stronger, wiser, and it's really helped me to shape me into someone I actually like.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah,
Good. I'm
yeah,
glad you like you.
yeah, yeah.
That's great. It's brilliant.
Yeah, because
That self-acceptance, and that actually you can face issues in the world, in life, and it doesn't make you a terrible person. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. Um, you know, it helps you to kind of go through all the different challenges if you have a sense of accepting and loving and caring for yourself.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know,
And what
I
would you
think
say to men? Do you think the men around you have been influenced by your journey?
I don't know if they've been influenced, but I've certainly met along my journey a lot of like-minded men like me who actually inspire me because they've been through their own journey and they're doing things to help their community. And I just love being around them because
Yeah,
they just have a great energy about
yeah,
them.
yeah.
And it makes me want to play my part, which is what I'm trying to do.
Ah, excellent.
And yeah, I hope that energy will rub off on the other people,
Yeah,
generations, and people we
yeah,
come into contact with. And actually, that's what I see happening. So,
yeah.
yeah,
I think that's such a good thing because it's important for people to feel they can connect with other people, that you're not alone. You don't have to do it on your own. Other people have a similar experience, and you're encouraging each other together.
mm,
So it's a very, very positive thing.
yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
on a final note, what would you like to say to all the viewers, potential viewers out there?
I would like to say that um, I, they say human beings only use 5% of their brain.
Yeah,
Um, so that leaves 95%. So, just imagine what we could do if we could tap into that
yeah,
other 95%.
yes,
So
yeah,
whether you're going through mental health issues or not,
mm,
or, work on yourself,
mm,
because by working on yourself, you're not only helping yourself, you're helping those around you.
yeah.
So that would be my message.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shaun. It's been a real pleasure to meet you, and thank you for participating in this interview and for sharing some really great stuff about your experience. Really appreciate that.
Thank you for inviting me.
From Blue Diamond Wellbeing.